My middle name is Demelza. This is Demelza's Delights. This is my friend Sarah, who also has a YouTube channel as well. We are off to Sydney for 7 nights. The main
attraction?
Yeah, the main attraction of our trip is to see ATEEZ in concert.
Yes.
We're super excited for that. So you can see the previous vlogs that we did, the prep for ATEEZ, of us making freebies and enjoying some time together and doing some crafting. That video is already up, so go and check that one out. We have packed.
Yeah.
We are ready.
We have freebies. We have our clothing. We're good.
We're ready to go. We're so excited. We've just printed out some little Polaroids using my Instax printer. So we're just waiting for them to develop. We're going to have a little snack. This morning we had pancakes for breakfast.
So good.
It was really, really good. We're off to the airport soon. But the next clip that you'll see is us having pancakes this morning for breakfast and then prepping all of our things before we head off.
Yeah.
And then after that we will see you at the airport. I'm so excited! So I'm making some pancakes for breakfast. Yay! It was very, very rainy, pouring down torrential rain last night, and neither of us really slept that well. Because the rain was like lashing at the windows. But we're just looking through some, whilst I'm making some pancakes, we're just looking through some photo cards because we've seen a video online last night. Let me just flip this pancake. I saw a video online this morning of last night's
send-off.
Yeah, send-off in Melbourne with ATEEZ, who had filmed it. Sarah and I are just chatting about like the ethicalness of send-off, and if we really agree with like idols having to be present for sound check, the concert, and then send-off. We obviously have both of those things included in our VIP package. It's the first time we'll be experiencing it, so we'll kind of go and then report back and tell you what we think about it. But as Sarah mentioned, like if the idols seem energetic after the show, and as a fellow performer I know what it's like to do like a 3.5 hour show and then just want to go home and crawl up into a bed. Like I can't imagine then having to meet people. If they've got energy and they seem happy to meet ATEEZ, then I guess it's going to be cool. And the video that we saw was really like calm, not chaotic. It was
actually.
Yeah, really nice.
I think not even just the fact that it was less busy than the other ones I've seen, just the actual vibe.
Yeah, everyone was very like calm and just sort of saying hi and letting them pass and having a cute little giggle with them. Now what we're doing is we're just having a look through some photo cards, some that we might want to like take with us.
And I think say if we can find, I've already found so many.
I thought they were. I want to say that they're like cheaper PCs, like they're not super expensive, so we'd be happy to take these along with us to get them signed potentially. That's what we're doing this morning, and I'm making some pancakes for breakfast. Oh my gosh, it's actually sleeting. It's pouring down. This is what we were dealing with last night, just the wind absolutely smashing against the windows. The wind and the rain. And yeah, today we've got little like sleets on the window. Got 3 hours before our flight goes, which is really exciting because we're very calm. We're sitting on the floor.
We're just relaxing.
We're just relaxing. Sarah's sorting out some stickers to take with her.
So cute.
Her little light stick bow is very, very cute. Yeah, we're just sorting through some stickers. We've decided to take a few stickers with us. Sarah did the weeding on this. So weeding is when you take a sharp tool and pull out all the little pieces on the vinyl. I'm so impressed because it takes me hours to do that type of stuff, and she did it all this morning.
Honestly, I was having a great time.
So that saved me a huge job, and now we've got a lot of time this morning to make our crafts before we fly out. So for my top, this is the top that I'm going to wear in silver holographic, just because I think it will pick up the light a lot better. 8 makes one team. And I'm thinking for placement, I'll put it there. I'll put ATEEZ here, and then maybe something down the bottom as well. I think I won't do anything here just because it's a little bit hard to place it in between these areas. It does look like this sky is cleared up. Yeah, it looks much nicer. Oh yay, that's good. It's been pouring down all morning, so some blue skies is much appreciated. It's a quick trip to Aussie.
Home.
Home? Yeah, okay. Yes, I was born there, but I don't call it home. So I'm just going to use the Klook app to buy an eSIM for Aussie. So I obviously don't want to pay like roaming data prices because they're huge. So I'm just going to pop into the search bar eSIM Australia. We're just on our way to the airport, so we'll come up with eSIMs available for Australia, and I'm going to do the unlimited one because I rip through data obviously for social media. So I'm just going to choose 7 days. Did you do 7 or 10?
I did 10 just because I think I did for 8.
Okay, yeah. So 10 days is $49.99, but that's going to be a lot cheaper than roaming. Not sponsored, but hopefully one day. Oh, Snorlax, what are you doing? Fell down. You can actually use Apple Pay, which is really easy from your phone, so I'm just going to do that. The total... The total comes to $48.95 NZ. Someone was being very silly on the road. So yeah, I'm just going to use Apple Pay, and then I'll check in afterwards as to how to activate it and show you how to do that. The payment's all gone through, the booking is confirmed. It just took a few minutes, but I just swiped down to refresh. Now I'm going to activate it. It does say that you should do this before a certain local time, and they recommend doing it, you know, before you fly. So I'm going to activate that now. And then it's going to activate my eSIM. It will add that number to my phone, and then when we land in Australia we should be able to just use the data there. Yeah, and I'm just following the prompts on my iPhone. That's how easy it is. And we're all done. Check-in and bag drop-off was super easy at the Wellington International Airport. Because we're flying business class to Australia, we wanted to go and check out the premium Qantas Business Lounge, but security wasn't opening for another 45 minutes, so instead we just watched some of the planes come and go. I just ended up getting myself a little bit of sushi and some vegan dumplings, just in case I get into the business lounge and there's nothing vegan. Should be alright though. Are these large size chopper chops? Like, are they real? Oh my gosh, they're real ones. They're real. They must have, they're like a plastic one. I was like, are they that big? For novelty, I was like, whoa. For those of you who love penguin poo, don't worry, you can get it at duty free. All the deliciousness, and of course the iconic Toblerone. Yum. So we're just in duty free, and I've seen the Antipodes Divine Face Oil that I use from time to time is actually quite cheap here at duty free. So that's good to know. Next time I won't bring a full size, I'll just bring my little one that comes in mini size. To be respectful of all the other patrons in the Qantas Premium Business Lounge, I didn't want to film too many clips, but I was able to grab a couple. They had these big, beautiful round tables that you could sit next to with nice lounge chairs, and the overall vibe was very quiet. They didn't have any vegan hot meals. They didn't have many vegan things, but I was able to grab myself a champagne, an orange juice, some olives, and some fruit. It was a really nice way to relax before our flight, and then it was time to board. We did get priority boarding, of course, because we were flying business class, and upon arrival the flight attendants will offer you either a glass of champagne, still, or sparkling water. I had a quick look through all the movie selection and spied a few Harry Potter movies, and then after watching a short video advert on your phone, you can connect to the Qantas Wi-Fi for free. Our faces are very red because we had a drink each in the business lounge, but look at our flush because we don't drink that much.
Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the clasp into the buckle and tighten by pulling the strap.
If oxygen is required, a mask will drop from above. Pull down firmly to activate the oxygen.
Your major differences between flying economy and flying business class: 1. The seat configurations are slightly different. There's 12 business class seats. And 2. The staff are extremely personalised. We met Sam and Lisa, who looked after us on this flight, and we did end up bonding with Sam because he was a K-pop fan. After we told him we were going to ATEEZ, he told us about how he would really like to see ITZY later on this year. So we've just been given the menu, and we've got some drinks on the back to choose from. We've also got this menu to start, main to finish, but I've actually ordered the vegan menu, so I'm not sure that I'll need this. For Sarah, she can choose what she wants, like front and back.
I think we better go
That one, the baked pasta with eggplants, sauteed zucchini. So it does look really good. So for drinks, they already bought us a little drink when we arrived. And there's lots of different things that you can also choose from. As far as our seat goes, the 737-800, I'm 5'11" and I've got a ton of room for my legs to stretch out, as well as put my bag in the front. You know K-pop's becoming mainstream when Qantas have ATEEZ the concert available to watch in your seat. Sarah had downloaded some ATEEZ episodes on her iPad, so we busted that out while we waited for our food to be served. From the menu we showed earlier, Sarah had the lasagna, and it was served with cheese and crackers, a little chocolate, a bread roll, and then a side salad. My vegan meal was delicious. So it came with a little vegan bread roll, some margarine, a couscous side salad. I also had some oat milk if I wanted a tea or a coffee. My main meal was like a vegan open shepherd's pie. So there were lentils, like a polenta mash, broccoli, carrots, and a beautiful cheesecake to finish with. And as you can see here from the next slide, I absolutely devoured it all. Overall, our business class experience was great, especially because we'd never experienced it before. This was our first time ever flying business class. I will say that the seats on Qantas were a little bit dirty. The seats themselves were a little bit cracking. I'm not sure if it's like a leather or a polyester that they were using, but they were just sort of peeling away. Apart from that, our overall experience was just fantastic, and the service from Sam and Lisa was exceptional as well. And when we landed in Sydney, we were obviously first to disembark the plane. On the other side, customs was super quick and easy, very fast, and then we were off to catch a train to our Airbnb. We've arrived in Sydney. Yay! We're just about to take the train. We're going to get on the T8 platform 1, which will link us up to where we need to go to get on to another train. And the airport in Sydney has an amazing train system. You just walk out of customs, out the exit, down and around, and we've got a train to catch in like 6 minutes, which is good timing, but they're leaving like every 6 minutes apparently. I think we can just tap our cards, our devices, so we're just going to do that. And yeah, super easy. Good flight, but we'll tell you more about it later. Good morning. I thought while Sarah's in the shower, it's probably the perfect time to actually take you through the Airbnb. Not sure when I'm going to snip this into the vlog, so a little explainer for why my voice is hoarse. We had a long travel day yesterday. I mean, we only flew from New Zealand to Australia, but it still felt really long. And from the time we left my house to the time we actually arrived here at the Airbnb was about 8 hours, just because waiting at the airport, getting to and from each airport, and then we took the train last night, but I'll get into more of that a little bit later. What I'm here to show you now is actually a room tour of this beautiful Airbnb that we're staying at. So I'm going to flip you around and take you through, and Sarah's room is very similar to mine, so we might show that later or we might not show that, but I will definitely show you my room and bathroom, which is very similar to hers. So we have the front door, and as you come in, let's turn some lights on, eh? There we go. We have the front door. As you come in, we've got a really nice shoe rack, so we put our shoes here that we travelled with. When you come in, there's like the Wi-Fi password, and then you've got some beautiful decorations on the wall. There's a long full-length mirror. Good morning, still in my pajamas. And this is the living area space. and the kitchen. So definitely if you were somebody who needed to stay in Sydney for like a week or even up to a month or, you know, longer, this Airbnb is the one that you want to book. Upon arrival, they provide you with a lovely bottle of wine, and our host Julia was amazing. She kept in touch with us all day yesterday to make sure we arrived at the right location and gave us extra directions when we got a little lost. Really beautiful interior. As I say, it looks really lived in, like it's a proper house that you can come and stay at, not an Airbnb with like the minimum amenities. It's got all the amenities that you could wish for. So we've got a lovely beanbag here, footstool. As I said before, Julia asked what wine we wanted, so we went for a bottle of rosé. That's there for us to enjoy. I'm not sure when we'll drink that. Underneath here, underneath the TV cabinet, she actually provided us with some books. Sorry, not books. I'm very tired. Games. Got some board games here, which we're looking forward to maybe having a games night. Lots of seating space. This couch is really comfortable. That's where I was propped up last night when we were having a little dinner. We've got some little lollies here that I got from Coles. So really nice area for you to relax. Also, this couch is kind of similar to the one that we've got at home. USB charging ports on the outside, and you can raise up the legs so that it turns into like a lazy boy on both sides. So that's really, really nice. Nice and comfy little living area. This is your view outside. So you've got a nice patio with a beautiful dining chair and table set. There's like 8 seats out there. I think you can book 6 people into this Airbnb. The little fairy lights outside, nice semi-private, like you've got all of the nice hedging up against the railing. So out there, not much of a view. It's kind of a bit construction workery at the moment. I'll just move the freebies off the table so that you can actually see the setup of what it looks like before we got here, because we're planning to cut up the rest of our freebies and finish off all of our things for 80s later on tonight. We're going to make like a little snack platter, sit here and enjoy our time. Sarah's got some of her study to do. She's doing a master's degree, so the study never stops, you know. She is a hard worker. That's why we had to book a beautiful place so that we could relax. All the furniture is a real nice colour, and yeah, just feels very, very relaxed here. A little light in the corner, so that was on when we came in. The place was really easy to get into as well. Kitchen, stunning, gorgeous. So there is like your little complimentary coffees here, a coffee maker, a little note for how to do everything, and you've got a little milk frother there. Kitchen is well equipped with everything we could possibly need. So it does have an oven and a hob. We went to Coles. I went for a little walk to Coles last night, and I got us a few things just so that we could wake up and have like a decent breakfast. Got my spatula that I brought with me, of course. But look at this little setup with foil, Glad wrap, baking paper. Really, really good. Beautifully set out. Microwave in here. This is a dishwasher, and we have put a couple of our things in here already, just from last night's dinner. But how beautiful is this space? Sink, everything under the sink that you would need, dishwashing stuff, dish liquid, nice bin there, drying rack, sponge, hand soap. We've got fridge freezer, some tissues that were provided. Also, when you open up the cupboard here, there's like a whole bunch of coffees, salt and pepper, oil, cups, and then a full cream milk, as well as oat milk, which is not something that you find in Airbnbs normally. So this is, in my opinion, like a 5-star Airbnb. Toaster down there, little sachets of like sugar. It's really well stocked, and you can immediately put your bags down, turn on the jug, and have a cup of whatever you want, because there's oat milk and normal milk, and I just think that that's top tier. A little cute whiteboard on here. Fridge and freezer. I've got a few things in there, but I'll do a Coles like haul a little bit later. Show you what I got in here. So next to, just take you back a little bit. So this is the kitchen, and then in here, there's a door as you come in. Here is the washer and dryer. So we've already popped some of our washing in here, so ignore this. That's not the host, that's us doing that. You got mops. You've got a washer and a dryer. You've got brooms. You've got a sink. You've got every single thing that you need. Cordless vac there as well. So genuinely everything that we could need. It's very well stocked and beautifully set up. So now I'm going to take you into my bathroom, which links through this front area here. Hello. So as you walk into the bathroom, the first thing you see is the shower. And we've got a rainfall shower head. Amazing. I'm going to take you into the shower and show you what amenities it comes with. So if you wanted to leave your shampoo and conditioner behind, you could do that, as well as body wash. That was all provided by the host. And then I bought my own, Sukin things with me. Hooks on the back of the door, which is really good. As I came in, foot towel, and I had a shower last night, and the shower's wonderful. And then these two beautiful mirrors. Look at this bathroom. And Sarah's is pretty much the same as well. So both of these open up, and when you arrive, there's complimentary makeup pads, like cotton rounds, and this micellar water, because the host has, kindly said, please use this instead of using the white towels to like rub your makeup off. They don't want you doing that. They want you to use this, which is so kind for them to do that. A hairdryer. Sarah has a hairdryer in hers as well, which I think is amazing. 2 ports behind each of the mirrors. And then I put a whole bunch of my own stuff in this other one as well. A huge amount of space. Bathroom was really clean when we arrived. And also on arrival, there's the Glow Lab hand wash. I actually use this exact same one. The lemongrass and lime, we have that at home. So it's quite good. And then a perfume spray, like a aerosol mist for the bathroom. And then through there is my room. So there's also hand towel. These weren't hung up. These were nicely displayed on the bed, and I obviously had a shower last night. So one towel there, a hand towel there, and your foot mat. Absolutely so glad we booked here, because this is just a beautiful, beautiful Airbnb. We go through the bathroom and into the room that I am staying in. 2 massive double door wardrobes. And inside here, we've got a cot for if you're coming with your young family. And I think that this is like extra fold out bed. I'm not sure actually. Is that a table or a bed? Lots of coat hangers so you can hang things up. Extra bedding. So really well equipped if you're wanting to stay here with a family. On the other side, lots of nice drawers to use. Little baskets, more bedding, more space for hanging things, more pillows. So we have not needed anything extra, and I don't think we're going to need anything extra. Now I've already put some stuff around the room, but I had to take a little snippet that I'll insert here of what the room looked like when we arrived. These side drawers open up, so I've already put some things on the top shelf here, and then some things in the drawer. We've already slightly unpacked, but both of these lights on either side work, which is really good. Enough room for me to put my case. Sarah's room is a little bit more narrow. She doesn't have room to lay down her case, but she has put things in the drawers in her version of the wardrobe. This little firm pillow with the sides on it is in the corner. So if you needed some extra back support at night and you wanted to put that on the bed while you sit up and read, there's that. Yeah, everything is just so beautiful. I'm so glad that we booked here. Really nice and clean, really nice and comfortable. The bed itself is a whole lot smaller than what I'm used to, but that's just because I'm very long and tall, so I did sleep right at the edge, and sometimes I found myself waking up in the middle of the night and I was like on a diagonal. So I would say it's probably like a double
a basic double is the size of that bed. Definitely not a queen, not a king, and not a super king like we're very lucky to have at home. Overall, the Airbnb is really comfortable. This was on the listing. They did say that there might be some construction noise because it's in an area where there's tons of new builds going up. So it's in Wentworth Point in Sydney, and it's a really nice area, really beautiful shops, restaurants, lots of Asian eateries as well, which I really love, Sarah really loves. There's Japanese, Thai, I've seen a Korean restaurant as well. But yeah, this morning there were guys, like construction men, right outside my window, like having a chat. I ended up going out there and saying, morning, I can buy you your coffees. I offered to buy them the coffees for the rest of the week if they would like go and talk in the mornings, like over the road. And they were like, oh no, we're only here this morning, sorry to wake you up. I was like, it's fine. Apart from the construction noise, everything else is perfect. And it's more than what I thought we were gonna get. I'm very, very happy with the Airbnb. Sarah and I have made it into Miniso, and we've found the stationery aisle, and we're just having a blast. This is the life. They have the cutest stitchy stuff, like this one. I might have to get this one because it's got a little duckling on it. You know how much I love ducks and ducklings, and how much I love stitchy. Did you know I like ducks, Sarah? So I think I'm gonna have to get that one because that's just too cute. There's so many Stitch like blind boxes over there as well, so loads of stuff for us to look at. They have an amazing range of fans here as well, and the testers are out. Well, testers like the ones that you can try. So I'm getting myself this Stitch one because it's just so adorable, but the speed on it is intense. So that's gonna last me a while. It's just so cute. Everything here is adorable. It's a great time to be a Stitch fan. There's just Stitch merch everywhere. Loads and loads of Stitch. And then on the other hand, if you dislike Stitch, it's a bad time for you. We found some BT21 stuff, but they only have Tata in these gorgeous little tumblers, and inside there's like a key ring. But I was hoping to find like RJ, because RJ's my fave, or queer. There's so many cool things. So many plushes. Oh, look at the little koalas. All of the dental floss and toothbrushes. They have these very cute little stitchy, but they're individually packaged, so not great on the environment, but cute little Stitch, like dental floss, toothpick things. So many cups, little travel things. So if you forgot anything travel-wise, you could definitely come to Miniso and spend up large. The stationery is on another level as well. I love what we've found so far. This little Harry Potter card wallet, like just this very thin, simple card wallet. It's obviously not real leather. It's only $4.99. That is so gorgeous. They have got a BT21 little character layout here in the store as well, and Harry Potter things as well. Minecraft, lots of Disney stuff, it just goes on and on. So we are back from the mall, and yes, I am in my pajamas. I have had another shower because it was stinking hot. We did do some retail therapy at the mall, so we went to Rhodes. I've already forgotten the name. Let me just have a look at it. We went to Rhodes Waterside Shopping Centre. Yes, that is the name of it, just checked. So the first place we went to was Miniso because we both had items that we really wanted to get from there. They had so many Stitch things, it was so cute. We'll do a little haul together of all the things that I got. Some of these are gifts as well, but by the time you see this, I would have already given the gifts to the people there for. I did get myself some sunglasses, some very out there sunnies. I tried them on in the store as well, and I just thought that they were really cool. Sarah thought that they were cool as well, so I took her advice and got these. They're so bright, they're so out there, but I really, really like them. I think they were $11.99. I bought so many different things. Stitch related. So let's start off first with this cute little notepad. I have far too many notepads. I actually have a video featuring all of the notepads. Probably that video is missing some notepads, so you can go back and watch that one as well. But this is a new notepad to add to my collection. I'm not sure if it's sticky note or if it's just note cards. Oh, it's just note paper. I love that. That's perfect. So we've got a little Stitchy with the heart on it. We've got a little Stitchy with holding a little Valentine's heart box, like a little chocolate box. We've got True Love Stitchy here. Little blue hearts on it. Very, very cute. And the third one is this. That one's probably going to be quite hard to write on, so it's a bit of a shame that that one is a full art page, but it's still very, very cute. Possibly what I could do is if I'm going to give somebody a note, I could actually write on this side of it instead of spoiling the artwork and writing over the top of Stitch. They also had Angel as well, so if we do decide to go back to that mall, I might grab the Angel one as well because these are so cute, and I wasn't sure if they were sticky notes or not. This one isn't actually for myself, this is for my mum. It's a Winnie the Pooh 2-in-1 hand cream. I thought that that was super cute, and I had to get that one for her because she loves Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore, so as soon as I saw that, that was a gift for my mum. This one I talked about in the store. Cute little Ziploc bag. We love Stitch with the little duckling on the front. I knew I had to get that one as soon as I saw it. I got myself some blemish patches in the Hello Kitty characters. They had 3 versions. I decided to just get them all. So we've got Cinnamoroll, we've got Kuromi, and we've got Hello Kitty. I use blemish patches quite a lot, so these 3 are going to be exciting additions to the little stack of blemish patches that I already have at home. Got some batteries, some AAA batteries, and the reason for that is because we obviously need them for our 80s light sticks. And then what we're thinking of doing is, because we can't actually take batteries home, we might leave them here and let the Airbnb host, Julia, know that we have left behind some batteries for her to use, because I really don't like waste, but that's just something we can't get around when we're traveling internationally. This is also a little Cinnamoroll blemish patch container, and there's a mirror inside as well. Really cute little cupcakes, and of course cinnamon rolls. I bought myself these 2 passport holders with Stitch and Angel on them, one for my Lego passport and one for my normal passport. I couldn't say no to these, they were so cute. I saw them and I wanted them. I also got this very cute Chip and Dale little notepad set. So it comes with a little pen, it's got a little sakura blossom on it, some stickers, little note card set. Sort of reminded me of the merch that they have at Tokyo Disneyland. Another one that I showed in the store, this is a Stitch portable fan. It's got little beads, looks like little pearls in there, and it is so super cute. I couldn't say no to it. I have about 4 different portable fans at home. They're all rechargeable ones, and they're all like K-pop ones. Like I have a Le Sserafim one and an Hypen one, and so now I can add a little Stitch one to my collection of portable fans. These are so great when you're on public transport, or when you're flying, or when you're just out and about shopping and you want to cool down. It's so nice to have a portable fan with you. And then the last one that I bought is this surprise box, blind box Stitch figure. I could not help myself. I had to get one. And these were on sale for $15. All the rest of the ones with Stitch were about like $22 to $30. Thought that was quite expensive, especially because it was Australian dollars. And in New Zealand, we can get them for about $22. So it's more expensive in Australian dollars, if that makes sense. And this one is the Pillow Fight Stitch. We've got 9 different ones to collect, and I'm really hoping that I get one where he's super, super cute with a pillow, or Angel's one. So I will unbox that as well.
No, not spring, summer. Winter.
Winter 2026. Oh. Australia. Look at this. Georgette in the wild. Beautiful.
I'm ready.
Let's do these freebies.
So we're sitting down to make the rest of our freebies. Do I regret leaving my freebies till the last minute? 100%. But we've got a really great table here to do them on. Sarah's going to put on the set list that is going to be playing at the 80s concert. So we're going to have some fun. Oh my gosh, she's got a very cool app. Hold on a second. Oh, I said that like I was a boomer. She's got this cool app on her
Have you heard of
pad.
this APP?
Have you heard of this app?
iPad.
On her iPad, she's got an app. That's so cool though.
It is so fun to look at.
That is so cool. So yeah, we're in the late afternoon. We're just gonna relax and finish the rest of our freebies for the concert. Tomorrow we're going to Luna Park, so it is imperative that we get this done tonight so that we do not have to do anything else before the concert. It's just started raining. We've got this thunderstorm that's just come in. Thunderstorm warning on our phones as well. But how beautiful is this that we just get to enjoy a little bit of rain as well. Very foggy aesthetic. Ooh, a little bit of lightning. So nice. Yeah. I love the rain. Oh, there's the thunder. I didn't realise there's like a little table and chairs right there. Like I knew that we had this one here, but
come out this morning, but it was too hot.
yeah, so nice to have the rain. Thunder plus a little Harry Potter movie. And we both got our phones out because it's just such a vibe. We are doing our freebies. We've got Chamber of Secrets on. And it's pouring down. What more could we ask for? And we've got snacks. Oh, the life. It's around 8:30 at night, so a little bit late for us to be eating dinner. However, we've just been working through the freebies, and then I found these at Coles supermarket. They're plant protein sweet chili tenders, so I've cooked them up. I'll show you how I'm serving them. With some lovely focaccia breads. Also from Coles, I've made us a little sandwich each, so I'm just cooking the rest of mine here. But Sarah's salmon's ready to go. Look at that. Nice little dinner for us.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that looks so good.
You're welcome. Alright, we're off to, oh, that's a really good shot. Hold on. How not to be an influencer. We're off to Luna Park today, and I'm struggling with the mic on the side. Being a big brave girl today, I'm wearing a microphone out in public. So embarrassing to be an influencer. It's disgusting. So anyway, I'm wearing my big girl pants, and I'm just gonna do it because we're catching the ferry to Luna Park, and I don't want it to be like, and then we're gonna go to Luna Park, which is a theme park with roller coasters and people screaming, and I don't want the audio to be blown out, so I have to wear my big girl pants today and take my microphone with me. We're going now. Yeah! I'm really excited for today.
Yeah.
This can be so good. I'm manifesting. I know it sounds stupid. Zero dying in the background. I've got in my bag one photo card of each member of ATEEZ and a Vivid. And I'm manifesting today that we bump into them because it is a day off for them.
And
they should.
Park is iconic Sydney. Like it's something they would get recommended to go and see and do.
Exactly, like Luna Park is somewhere that they might go to. That's not the reason I booked the tickets on this day. It's just I woke up today and I was like, oh, the concert's tomorrow, they might have a day off. I mean, they should be resting. They don't.
Things this morning are 2 different.
Oh, they're on the tomorrow, yeah, like the good morning shows and like the sunrise show and stuff like that. So who knows? I hope they're resting. I hope they're not out and about meeting fans, but who knows? Wish us good luck. Super quick walk from where we're staying, literally 2 minutes, not even 5 minutes. And we're gonna catch the ferry. Where did the little fishy go? It was so cute. Good morning. So we got onto the ferry really easily. Hopefully you can hear me. It goes fast. We're surprised at how fast it goes. But it's very cool. We're just sitting towards the back so we don't disturb people while we're videoing. I'll pop some B-roll in here of all of the cool sights we see on our way to Luna Park. We've arrived safely and the ferry trip was really good. When you get off though, the waves are like pushing the boat and there's like a ramp that's not quite secured to the ground and you have to kind of like hold on for dear life as you're walking off. But apart from that, it was so nice to just sit on the boat and relax. So we've made it. Luna Park is behind us over there, but we're just going for a walk because we've got about half an hour until the park opens. Sydney Opera House right in front of us with the ferries going past. And the weather today is outstanding. And I mean that in a very positive way. It's like overcast, not too hot. It's perfect like theme park day for us. So we've made it into Luna Park. It's very empty, which is great, so definitely come on a weekday. Everything is just getting started up. It's only 10 a.m, but behind us the Ferris wheel is not working today, which we're very gutted about because that was the one thing we wanted to do, was go on the Ferris wheel. But there's a couple of rides that are down today. We're just gonna get some snacks and a drink bottle, like water, because yeah, it's really hot, but how lovely that we have a semi-empty park. Sarah and I are looking at this hair razor, right? It's like a drop tower. Yeah, no thanks. So I said to Sarah, I was like, I could do it, and then at the same time we both looked at each other and we were like, we're gonna vomit. Sarah kindly paid for the waters, but they were $6.50 each, so definitely bring your own drink bottle. They do have water refill. Ah, there's a little bug on me. They definitely have water refill stations, so my suggestion is if you're going to come, bring your own drink bottle and fill it up at the water refill stations, because yeah, $6.50 for a water. So check-in was super easy. We just walked through the park, go up to the ticket booth, present your QR code like I paid for the tickets online, got our little bands, and we're here. Oh my gosh,
This is horrendous.
beautiful. So we just did the, what did we do? Wild Mouse. Yeah, it's like a mousetrap ride where you like gravity, like go from the top and gravity like falls. I can't even speak. I literally screamed so much. I screamed so much on like a kid's ride. We were so far up the top, and as it would go around the corners, I was like, we're gonna fly off, we're gonna fly off. It was so scary. So that's what we just went on. It looks so mild from here, but when you're on it, oh my goodness, it was so scary. I don't understand how people aren't screaming. Like, I was absolutely petrified.
It was great.
We've managed to find a little seating spot in the shade, and there's no one else here. So it's a really nice day to come on a weekday, like in the middle of the week. So we're here on a Thursday. They're only open 10 till 2 on a Thursday, but there's like a few school trips here, and then not many other people, like a couple of families, not many young kids, mostly just like adults or teens who are here. And yeah, we've managed to find a really nice spot in the shade because it is so hot, and we're going to reapply our sunscreen. Hot is the only word that I can really think of. Like,
Yeah.
it's so...
I'm so breathing overheated.
There's a little pigeon. When we came in, he stood up and moved around, so I think he's just enjoying himself. I think he knows that he can get food in this area. You're smart, you know where the food is. Yeah. Hello. So we just did the boomerang, and that was a lot better as far as roller coasters go. It's behind us here. It takes you all the way to the top backwards, then you drop all the way down forwards, around, and then you go backwards as well. So it was really good. I also did not realize that the Mousetrap was Sarah's first ever roller coaster. If I had known that, I would have taken her on that one first. Boomerang, because the Mousetrap one was so frightening, so scary, like as you go side to side when you're right up the top and there's only water underneath you. But that one was good. Did you like that one?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
way
that one was way better for both of us. We felt way more secure, like in the seat and the restraints, and we'll do that one again. And we found where the photo spot was, so we were like, so bad.
Okay, we should do it one more time then.
Yeah, this is hilarious. There's like a school group here, and they are all on the swinging one, and they're all just so loud. It's hilarious. Nah, it's the upside down bit for me that is like, oh, hell no.
Even watching this is making me like a bit nauseous.
my gosh. Duckies. Yeah, let's do the ducky game.
That's one. Two and three, so two more. 4 and 5. Nice. Alright, I'll grab your net. Let's have a look. We've got a 2, an 8, a 5, a 2, and a 2. So that is 19. 19. So with 19, we have won our choice of a green turtle, a pink dinosaur, or a black and white panda. Pink dinosaur! Nice choice. There we go. Good job, guys. That's 2. 3 more. Number 3. Last one. Nice. Alright, we've got our 5. So, we've got an 8, a 5, a 5, a 5, and a 2. So that is 25. So, with 25, we have also got a green turtle, a pink dinosaur, or a black and white panda.
Matching!
Nice job, guys.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
good day.
Wow, look at my forehead. I love how they've got, I love how they've got all of the history. Have your mind read by television. Oh, it's a bit hard to see through, but and then the new machines. Got the old school clowns here. These are the ones that I really wanted to play. Sierra's gonna play to win a keyring. How do you do it? Oh, you gotta stop it on the.
3 goes at it. It was so close to what I
Oh,
wanted.
Snorlax.
This what's before him. Okay. And spit up.
Stitching Angel.
Way too fast. Okay. So when I press
You
it,
can
it
do
goes
it.
quickly.
Oh,
So
oh,
close.
oh. Psyduck. I'm a bit scared to like. I'm gonna like bump into something for sure. Oh, 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 hold on. Yeah, there's a little holes. There's one this way too. Maybe this way?
Yeah.
Oh. It's so, it gets.
Put your hand on again. I can't see it. I can't, my hand.
No, yeah. Oh, but like I can see people through.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like weird, right?
Oh, very cool.
That's quite a long way.
I can see an exit sign, but then I'm like,
Emergency exit. Oh, it's just an emergency exit.
oh, I see.
It's the other way, I think, that way.
This way. Oh yeah, and then you can like see people on the other side, so it's like tricks you because you think you can like go through there.
Yeah.
So Volare was the last ride of the day that we did before the park closed at 2 p.m. and the entrance to this one is a little bit hidden. Make sure that you definitely check this one out if you're at Luna Park. We had an incredible day and then we headed off to catch another train into Sydney CBD to do a little bit more shopping.
Sierra loves Pokemon. And I actually love Pokemon too. I don't collect too many of the cards, but Sierra definitely collects cards, and she collects the Chinese and the Japanese versions as well as the English versions. So we hit Vending Machine Gold in Sydney Centre. We found this vending machine and Sierra wanted to grab a couple of packs. After a huge day at the park and shopping in the afternoon, we went back to the Airbnb and got some takeout. So we got Loving Hut. It's from a fully vegan restaurant. And as you can see, we've got a lot of food, but it's to last us like today for lunch, tonight for dinner, tomorrow probably as well. I ordered Loving Hut like 2 days ago, and it was delicious. Fully vegan Vietnamese restaurant. So I'll show you some of the things that we got. These are mock, so everything's mock meat. If you hear me say like a meat, it's not real meat. These are the chicken satay skewers. And they come with like a mild peanut sauce or satay sauce. Then I also ordered for myself an extra peanut sauce. What did you get here?
That is Peking duck rolls.
Whoa. So vegan like duck as well with like a sweet chili sauce.
And some vegetable spring rolls, sweet chili sauce.
Nice.
Soft flat rice, noodles braised combination.
Ooh. Yummy. I've got here lemongrass chicken with some rice. And then what did we get here? What was this called?
Is called
Thank you.
horse.
So we both got this to try. Oh, sorry. And as you can see, it's quite big. So I feel like that will be like my dinner and some of my lunch tomorrow.
100%.
We thought if we're going to do delivery, we may as well just get a whole bunch of stuff, especially because it's all vegan. Bon appetit! Thank you so much for watching this mega vlog of days 1, 2 and 3 in Australia. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please subscribe for future vlogs because in the next one we are heading to the 80s concert. Also just started a new Patreon page. It's free to join currently, so please check that out as well. I'll see you next time. Bye!